All of you very good morning students. Respiration, the previous class discussed the types of the respiration, direct respiration and indirect respiration, aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, external respiration and internal respiration. So previous class discussed the introduction of the types of the respirations. Next one, today topic, respiratory organs. Respiratory organs, the kingdom Animalia. So living in all animals, they presenting on the different respiratory organs, different respiratory organs. So today discuss the respiratory organs. The first one, the earthworms. Earthworms, the respiratory organs. Animal respiratory organs. The earthworm's respiratory organ is the moist cuticle. The moist cuticle means the skin. The moist skin. The respiration is the moist skin. The moist skin, the respiratory organ of earthworms. Next one, the prawn. Aquatic animals. Aquatic arthropods. Example, the prawn. The prawn respiratory organs is the gills. The prawns respiratory organs are the gills. Next one, the limulus. The organism limulus. That respiratory organs is the book gills. The limulus respiratory organs are the book gills. Next one is the scorpion. That scorpion, the respiratory organs are the book lungs. The respiratory organs of the scorpion, book lungs. The scorpion respiratory organs, book lungs. The limulus respiratory organs are book gills. Next one, insects. So the insects, the respiratory organs are the trachea. The insects, the respiratory organs are the trachea. The tracheal respiratory system. The first year classes, the cockroach respiratory system. That respiratory system is the tracheal respiratory system. They are presenting on the tracheal tubes, trachea, tracheoles. So they are the trachea. Insects, the respiratory system, the trachea means the tracheal tubes. Next one, aquatic molluscus. The molluscus are the aquatic, or next one, the terrestrial. Aquatic molluscus, another one is the terrestrial molluscus. So the aquatic molluscus, the respiratory organs are the ctenidia. Aquatic molluscus, the respiratory organs are the ctenidia. Ctenidia is also called as gills. The ctenidia is also called as gills. Next one, the Teresius molluscus. The terrestrial molluscus. The terrestrial molluscus, the respiratory organs are the pulmonary sacs. The pulmonary sacs means lungs. The pulmonary sacs means lungs. The aquatic gills, terrestrial lungs. Next one, echinoderms, phylum Echinodermata. Echinoderms, those animals, the respiration through the dermal bronchi. One respiratory organ. Some of the tube feet. Some of animals are the tube feet respiratory system. Some animals are the respiratory trees. So they are the echinoderms. Next one, the hemichordates. The respiratory organs are the gills. Hemichordates, the respiratory organs are the gills. Next one, amphibian larva. So the amphibian larva. That amphibian larva, the respiratory organs are the gills. The amphibian larva, the respiratory organs are the gills. Next one, adult frog. That adult frog respiratory organs are the skin, buccopharyngeal lining and lungs. Skin, buccopharyngeal lining and lungs. The three respiratory organs in adult frog: skin, buccopharyngeal lining and lungs. Next one, reptiles, the respiratory organs are the lungs. Birds, the respiratory organs are the lungs. Mammals, the respiratory organs are the lungs. Reptiles, birds, mammals, the respiratory organs are the lungs. So these are the different organisms, the different respiratory organisms. You understand the frog. In the frog life cycle, the four type of the respirations. Frog larva stage, tadpole larva, they are the gill respiration. The tadpole larva, gill respiration. In adult frog, skin respiration and buccopharyngeal respiration and lung respiration. In the frog life cycle, presenting on the four respiratory organs: gills in larva stage, adult skin, and adult bacopharyngeal, adults lungs. So they are the 4 types of the respiratory organs presenting in the frog life cycle. So these are the respiratory organs, respiratory organs. Next one, simple diffusion. Some lower invertebrates like sponges. Next one, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. These are the simple diffusion. The simple diffusion means they taken up the O2 and releasing of the CO2 through the entire body surfaces. The entire body surfaces, they intaking of the O2 and they are releasing from the CO2. These are the simple diffusion through the entire body surfaces. The entire body surfaces, the intaking of the O2 and outgoing of the CO2. This type of the respiration is called the simple respiration, simple diffusion. Next one, the cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration means these are the skin respiration. Cutaneous respiration means the skin respiration. That skin respiration is presenting on the earthworm. The skin respiration presenting on the earthworm and skin respiration presenting on the frogs. Frog and earthworm, they are the cutaneous respiration. The frog examples, frog and earthworm. Next one, frog, skin thin and moist. The thin is the frog skin is thin and moist. Moist means they are the like water, the fluid, they are the mucus secreting. The skin is moist and thin. Next one, the skin contain many blood vessels. Many blood vessels. The frog skin is thin and moist. The skin contain many blood vessels. Below the skin presenting on the many blood vessels. So they are the diagram of the frog respiration, cutaneous respiration, skin respiration. So they are the skin of the frog. That frog skin is moist, like they are the water, the fluid like. So they are the below the presenting on the blood vessels. So the moist skin, they O2 are diffused into the moist skin. O2 diffused into the moist skin, they entering into the blood vessels. And CO2 going from the outside through the blood vessels. That skin permeable. The frog skin is permeable of the O2 and CO2. The frog skin, the permeable of the O2 and CO2. The O2 is diffused into the skin to the blood vessels. Next one, the CO2 going to the outside through the skin. So these are the cutaneous respiration, skin respiration. Same the blood circulation in the earthworms. That earthworm, the body presenting on the the moist skin. The skin is the moist cutaneous skin. That skin, they are water and air. The earthworm living in the land and water. So these moist skin to respire in the air, diffusion of the O2. In water, diffusion of the O2. So the moist skin absorbing of the O2. That O2 entering into the blood vessels. That blood vessel presenting on the hemoglobin. That hemoglobin fixing to the oxyhemoglobin. The oxyhemoglobin transport to the body tissues. That body tissues, O2 concentration is less, CO2 concentration is high. So they transport to the O2 is absorption, CO2 is releases. So these are the cutaneous respiration, skin respiration. Simply the skin is the moist. The moist skin absorbing of the diffusing of the O2. They entering from the blood vessels, CO2 entering to the outside. So they are the skin respiration. Next, second one, bronchial respiration. bronchial respiration. Bronchial respiration. So the bronchial respiration means they are the gill respiration. They are the gill respiration. The bronchial respiration, the gill respiration. Example, the fishes. The fishes respiration is the bronchial respiration or gill respiration. You see the diagram. You all are you seeing the fish? The presenting on the operculum, like gills. The operculum below the operculum, the presenting on the gills. Below the operculum, the presenting on the gills. So the fish, they water entering from the mouth. Water enter into the mouth to exit to the gills. Water enter into the mouth, exit to the gills. So they are the water entering, they are the exit. So the fish, water is entering and these are the one gill exit. So two gills, one side one gills, they are the gills. The two sides of the presenting on the gills. The water move to the this side and this side. The water is entering. So these mechanisms are called the counter current mechanism. The fishes are the counter current mechanism. Counter current mechanism. The counter current mechanism means the water flow these movement. So they are the water movement. So the blood movement this opposite angle. Blood movement. So the water is presenting on the O2. That O2 diffuses into the blood. The blood presenting on the CO2. They are moving to the this side. So they are the counter current mechanism. Counter current means the opposite direction. Water is one direction, blood is the opposite direction. Water coming to the this direction, the blood circulation is the opposite direction. So they are the counter current mechanism. So they are the diagram, the counter current mechanism. So water is moving from the mouth to gills. So entering from the exit. Next one, the blood is opposite direction. The blood is opposite direction. These are the blood circulation. So the first one, water 100% water saturation. The drink the water, they taken from the water. That water presenting on the 100% O2 saturation. 100% O2 in this water. Like this water. $100%, 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%, 40%, 30%, and 15%. Next one, 20%. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85%. So they are the opposite direction. So water is coming from this side to the opposite direction. Water entering from the gills to outside, mouth to gills. So this direction. That blood flowing to the opposite directions. So the 100% water saturation. So these are the blood vessels of the gills. The absorption of the O2. Finally, only 50% of O2 water is going to the outside. 100% of oxygenated water entering from the gills, mouth to the gills. Exit of the gills, only 15% of the oxygen presenting on the water. So the next one, the blood vessels, gills of the presenting on the blood vessels. That blood vessels 0% of O2 saturation. That gills, the blood are the 0%. These are the opposite direction. They move to the opposite direction. They increase the O2 percentage of the blood. Finally, the gills exit the O2. That blood percentage is the 85%. So they are the counter current mechanism. Counter current mechanism means the water movement opposite of the blood movement. So, they are the counter current mechanism. These mechanisms, the blood is the absorption of the O2, blood intake of the O2 in presence of the gills. So, these are the fish respiration, they are the bronchial respiration. Easily understand, water is opposite, water is one direction, the blood is the opposite direction. These two direction counter current mechanism. These opposite directions, the blood, the O2 is the intaking, absorption of the O2. So, these are the bronchial respiration, the cutaneous respiration and bronchial respiration, gill respiration. Next one, tracheal respiration. Next one, tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration. The insects, the respiratory organs are the tracheas. The insects, respiratory organs are the tracheas. The trachea presenting on the tracheal tubes. Tracheal tubes. That respiration is called the tracheal respiration. The tracheal respiration, the first year already discussed the cockroach respiratory system. Cockroach respiratory system. That respiratory system is the tracheal respiratory system presenting on the spiracles, trachea, tracheoles. So, they are the tracheal tubes. That entire respiration is called the tracheal respiration. Next one, pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration. The pulmonary respiration means they are the lung respiration. Pulmonary respiration means lung respiration. The reptiles, birds and mammals. Reptiles, birds, mammals, they are the lung respiration, pulmonary respiration. So, pulmonary respiration, birds respiration, they are presenting on the respiratory organs of the birds presenting on the air sacs. The respiratory organs, the birds presenting on the air sacs. That air sacs filled with air. So, the birds, the special character of the birds, the respiration, any organism only one way, inhalation of the air, diffusion, intake of the O2, exhalation, CO2 is releases. But in the birds, the two ways, inhalation and exhalation, intaking, outgoing. These two process, they taken up the oxygen, intaking and outgoing. These two processes, they taken up the O2. They are the special character of the birds. Any organism only one time the absorption of the O2, only intaking of the gases, but the outgoing of the gases only birds the absorption of the O2, inhalation and exhalation, the two processes absorption of the O2. So, they are the special character of the birds respiratory system. Reptiles, birds and mammals are the lung respiration, but the birds presenting on the air sacs, their special character is the O2, inhalation time is absorption and exhalation time also absorption. So, they are the pulmonary respiration. And next class discuss the human respiratory system.